Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new to another World of Outlaws Dirt Racing Career Mode episode. It's year number 2 of the Street Stocks. Same schedule as last season, starting out with Fairbury, Elm Creek, and Kokomo. We need like 15-ish more thousand, maybe a little bit more than that to get the suspension upgrade and some upgrades for it. So we need probably a little bit over 70K for the most part. Probably going to take until after Elm Creek or Kokomo to get to that, because I don't think it's worth just buying the suspension. It has really low durability when you buy it, and it'll be expensive to repair it. So I'm going to wait until at least after Elm Creek. Depends on how well we do and how much money we get. But got a top 10 sponsor. I had to like reset the season. It was weird. Like I signed in and the game was like freezing up, so it like reset me again. So I don't know if it was a top 15 or a top 10 that we had at the end of last episode that we signed, but either way, it's a top 10 now. So let's get on to Fairbury, and hopefully we can do pretty well here as the opener. All right, we were able to get down to a 196, top 10 times a 433 for practice, so we were able to hit that. A 168 for qualifying, though. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit that. That was hard enough to hit the 196. I just got that on one lap. Other than that, that was like a 10th faster than what we had previously at this track, so we'll see what we can do here in qualifying. I feel like usually we slow down the slightest bit in qualifying. Not like a ton, but a little bit. I feel like the middle works really well for me, and the very bottom, not like on the berm, but like right here, just under that, where it starts to like invert banking on that inside, is pretty good for us. 266, that is not too bad at all. It's a pretty solid first lap for us. I will take that. That might be like 12th, 13th or something like that. Not too bad whatsoever. Second lap's gonna be a 349, but 13th on the board, starting 4th in heat number 1. We'll see who gets pole being in heat number 1 here. Who is that? Is that Collins out front? Honestly, don't even know. I think that might be Collins, or that might be Tommy Bailey out front. I really don't even know. That kind of baffles me a little bit, honestly. Let's see if we can try and get by some of these guys. We're getting by Barnes and Jurgens right away, because we got a little bit of a bump from Eric Erickson there in the turn 1. And sent us straight up into them. That is Tommy Bailey who got pole. What a lap by Tommy Bailey. That's kind of crazy, because Kylie won the championship last season. Her and Mikey were tied going into Eldora, and Kylie had the better Eldora race than Mikey, so she won the championship. She had 3 wins on the year. Her and Jeremy Cross tied for the most wins, with Jeremy winning like 2 of the last 3 also. So he got really hot at the end of the year. We got up in the 2nd, so that's actually phenomenal. I was not expecting that. I was kind of hoping just to get up to 3rd, maybe start like 9th or so in the A main would have been nice. But if we could start top 8, I ain't gonna complain. We'll be starting 5th right now in the qualifying dash if we could hold this. And we'll see how fast everybody else is. We don't have any different parts from last season, because we started the season with all the parts that we have on the car currently, and just trying to save up money to get anything else at the time. But we just ran a whole season, and so we're more comfortable in this car for sure. From going from the micro sprint to this was a massive change right off the bat, so we were definitely struggling right away, but now I feel a lot more comfortable in the car, getting more and more used to it. We're starting 5th in the qualifying dash. To start off the season is crazy. I was not expecting that at all. But who is on pole and everything? Ricky Cox is 8th, it looks like. We got Kylie in front of us, Mikey, and then Schneenkloth in 4th. Tommy Bailey on pole, obviously. Jeremy Cross on our outside. We got all the fast people in this, obviously. Qualifying dash are the fastest guys and gals out here. Samantha Bell behind us. Started 7th. Trying to work our way all around Schneenkloth. But we got 11th at this track last year, the opener at least. We went like 11th, and 14th to start out the season last year, I remember. And we were struggling a little bit, but rightfully so. And now I feel so much more confident in this car and just how it drives and everything. So we're definitely quicker, which is a very big plus to start out this year, because we barely missed out on the top 10 in points. Ricky Cox got by us at the last track at Eldora. We were like a couple of points apart, and he had 5 positions better than us at the end of the year at Eldora, so he jumped ahead of us. 2 laps to go here in this qualifying dash. We're running really well, pulling away from Schneenkloth now also. Kylie's trying to chase down Tommy Bailey out front, which it's wild that he's out front. I was not expecting that at all. 1 lap to go here. Not really gonna catch Mikey or Kylie up there. As long as we don't lose it to Schneekloth, we should be just fine. Starting 4th in the A main. To start out the season opener here, this is wild. It was not expecting a top 5 starting position for the A main. Like, I will take that. That will give us pretty good starting position to give us a good shot at getting a top 5 here, which is really nice. I was not expecting it at all. Get a good start, try to get down under Mikey right away. Stay clean through 1 and 2. We did get in front of Mikey though, which was huge. Trying to get by Kylie, trying to throw the slider. She stays on the outside. Able to get in front of them there. Oh, Schneekloth and Kylie get together behind me in the mirror, it looked like. Schneekloth able to pull up ahead on the bottom side. Now all it is Tommy Bailey. Bailey is just absolutely flying out front. I don't know how we have so much speed though. Like, I was not expecting this at all. Like, this is absolutely like blowing my mind right now. Like, we might be able to get the suspension after Elm Creek if we can keep up this kind of consistency. And actually, if we get that suspension upgrade early enough and we're already doing good these first couple races, ooh, we might be in talks to try and get the championship this season. I definitely wasn't expecting on trying to get it this season, but you know, whatever comes, I'll take it. But Bailey catching the lap traffic up there very, very soon. I got Kylie right on our ass. Schneekloth running that outside, trying to get the momentum. Kylie just running the same line as me on the bottom. Could probably hold her off if they run the same line as me, but if they go outside, Schneekloth's actually getting under her. It might force her to go to the outside. Like, that outside, they can keep a lot of momentum. I can definitely be faster on the bottom than I can on the top, but they can definitely be faster on the top if they run it correctly. But we are pulling away since Schneekloth and Kylie started to battle, which is really nice. We're catching the lap traffic. Tommy Bailey getting by it. Absolutely no problem up there, which is a little unfortunate for us. But you know what? I can't complain with us being in second, honestly. I cannot complain about the opener. Kylie catching us very quickly now as we're catching this lap traffic. Having to avert my line a little bit, going in a lot shallower. Getting more sideways. So I can't go out to the wall, messing up turn 1 a little bit there. Just really watching the mirror, trying to make sure she doesn't get a good enough run and get under me. Right on our butt here through lap traffic. Kind of a bad entry there. I kind of like whipped it out back in. Schneekloth getting underneath Kylie up there, or back there for 3rd place it is. Oh, Young, get out my way. Get them to move to the outside. Where is Bailey at? Oh my god, they're already past all those lap cars up there, like in front of us. They're past the 5 lap cars in front of us. That is wild. They are so fast right now. Is Tommy Bailey going to be one to watch out for this season? I have no clue. Because they are on a tear right now here at Fairbury. Definitely did not expect that at all, because I don't think they won at all last season. They were like maybe a top 5 to 10 car consistently, but not ever a car that really competed for a win at all, which is pretty wild. Same with us. Like, we were never up front competing for a win. Like, I think we finished 3rd at Grant Park was our best run last season, and we were nowhere near the top 2, which I think was Kylie and Mikey in that race, if I remember correctly. But that was our best run by far. So us like pretty well running in second for most of this race. We're doing really, really well, which is awesome. Started out in 4th from the qualifying dash. We qualified back in like 13th though, so we didn't have the single car speed. We just got the racecraft. Well, somewhat of a racecraft, because I remember turn 1 of the heat race, we like absolutely destroyed Jurins and whoever else was there. I forgot who the other car was there. I think it was Barnes or something. But we got 1 lap left here. Try to get by this lap traffic on this final lap. Kylie right on our ass. Schneekloth like 3/10, 4/10 behind her. Just really trying to hug the inside. And we're able to come home second here in the opener on the season for Fairbury. That is an awesome race. Great way for us to start out the season. So that'll start us out in second in points too, which is pretty wild. We're only 4 points behind the leader, but I don't expect us to stay there all season. But pretty good payout for week 1. I'll take that. It's gonna be like over 8, almost 9K. Over 9K. I did not expect that, but that's absolutely crazy. That's going to help us a ton trying to get that suspension. I think after Elm Creek next week, we'll be able to get it. That will put us up to $65,000. So yeah, all we need is like 5 to 8 more thousand from Elm Creek, and we could like fully get that suspension, I feel like, and that'll be pretty solid for us, which I'm really happy about, because I could buy that suspension right now. It's gonna have only 2 better performance, which isn't that big of a difference, but it's gonna have a lot less durability, so it's just not worth having to repair it after Elm Creek. So just gonna run Elm Creek here. It's only $4,000 for first place, so really it's not gonna be a high paying race. So we really need to lock in, try to do well and finish like top 3 maybe. Try to get at least a decent payout out of this, and if we can at least run up there, because we finished 11th last season here. So really gonna have to lock in, see what we can do here in practice, and hopefully we can get a pretty good qualifying lap. All right, got down to an 11.3, and that top 10 goal is only a 12.0, but qualifying time is gonna be a little tighter, 11.7. for qualifying, so we should be able to qualify a top 10. I don't know how deep inside the top 10 we'll get, but we'll have to see. Worked on the setup slightly, trying to mess with like the, what was it, the rear stagger and the rear weight in the car and a little bit of the gear ratio. That was a terrible first lap. I was like all over that very bottom. Need to not get on that flat down there very much, really at all. I can get the front tires down there a little bit, but not much. That was a much better second lap, I would say. That's going to get us a 690. So not quite the 3 we ran in practice, but I think the track gets a little slimier and harder to grip up on. So 8th is not too bad. Starting 2nd in heat 4. So at least if we could stay here, we will be in the qualifying dash. But I got Schneekloth on pole and Mikey in 3rd. Mikey had a terrible qualifying effort here. Try to pinch down Schneekloth if we can. Maybe get out in front of him. That'd be kind of wild if that could happen. Oh, I'm like right rear. I'm like right hooking him almost. Mikey's getting under us though. Got to try to dive it back down under Mikey if we can. But I know these guys are super fast. So I'm just shocked that Mikey qualified so terrible. That's honestly very surprising to me. We got back up in the 2nd though. 4 laps to go here in heat 4. We'll be going straight to the qualifying dash if we can finish in this top 2. Trying to catch Schneekloth if we can, getting over the edge a little bit on the straightaway, which is not going to help because that's just going to like get our RPMs up and our tires spinning even more. I'm definitely catching Schneekloth here. I might have a shot at winning this heat race if I could hit the bottom just right and slide up. Lap traffic's going to be really tight at this track. I went too high in that one. I kind of ran the same exact line as Schneekloth did. If I can get a good enough run here off turn 2, which I kind of do. I got room behind me. I'm not going to be able to make it happen though. I tried like really sending it down there or something, but able to run 2nd to Schneekloth, and he's pretty quick, so I am feeling confident about this, honestly. Like, we ran really well. Mikey's going to be starting super deep in the field. I think he's going to be like 12th or so, which is kind of wild. So we're going in the qualifying dash, starting dead last. All we can do is go forward out of this. Ned Hill on pole. A bunch of different guys up front in this one, which is interesting. Kylie's still up there in 2nd, so still a familiar face up there for sure. Same with Schneekloth up there. Tommy Bailey's starting 5th in this one. He's having a solid run to start out this season. Cam Jurens also up to 2nd right now. Any spots we get though out of this qualifying dash is a positive from where we qualified. Trying to get by Schneekloth there. I definitely was the slightest bit quicker than him in the heat. It was just tough to pass. Really tough to pass here. Really gotta get under them somehow. I'm just spinning my tires. I need to lift off the gas a little bit every now and then. Try to get a straight line for the exit. Kylie is falling down the 4th there. Starting on that outside is rough. Right now we're 6th. If I can get by Samantha for 5th, that'd be huge. We got 2 laps to go here. Hopefully I can try to get by Samantha, start 5th. That would be absolutely huge. Be a big difference for us, because starting on the outside is real rough. Very easy to get past when other people get under you. Final lap here. Got a decent run through 1 and 2, but I don't think I'm going to make it happen. Not going to be able to catch up to Samantha and get up to 5th, so we're going to be starting 6th here in the A-main, which is not that terrible. Pretty decent starting position, but if we can finish in a top 5 position, that'd be awesome. I think Kylie got up to 3rd also. by the end of that. Somehow I was not paying too much attention, but she sure did get back up to third. Got by Tommy Bailey. We'll see what we can do here. It is so hard to get into turn one when you're on the outside because you kind of just get right reared. I moved Tommy Bailey out of the way. Got by him real quick. We're up into fourth, trying to get by Cam Jurens. Kylie trying to go catch Ned Hill now for the lead. Spun my tires a little bit too much there. Schneenkloth got under us on the exit of turn two. We're back to fifth. But like I'm saying, if I could finish in a top 5 spot, I will be happy for this track. We finished 11th here last season, just like we finished 11th at Fairbury, but we finished second at Fairbury this year. I just need to get down to the bottom. Oh, Cam, I'm sorry. I'm straightening you back out. Sorry about that. Caution, no. Oh, there's Kylie stopped down on the bottom of the track. Don't know why she came to a stop, but that's going to bring out caution number 1. That does not happen too often in these street stocks. She does keep her second place spot, which is kind of wild, but that's honestly not a great spot for her to be in for a restart because she fell from second to fourth in that qualifying dash really fast. First time I'm restarting down on the bottom, just trying to get it turned in. Kylie's on the outside. We're 3 wide here at Elm Creek. I get these names mixed up all the time with like these fantasy tracks. Moving Schneenkloth up the track a little bit. We're up to third. Let's go. Kylie ends up getting down to the bottom under Schneenkloth now behind us. I'm trying to hook the bottom the best we can. Try to catch Samantha Bell up here. If we could finish top 3, we honestly might be like in the lead for the points because we finished ahead of Kylie last week. If we could finish ahead of her this week, that'd be great. I know Samantha or Ned Hill is not ahead of us. I just don't know where they finished last week exactly. But I think we might have the points lead after this race, honestly, which would be wild. No wins in our career yet, but we could be leading the points after 2 races. Getting a second and a third, that would not be too shabby. Kylie looked like she went to the top behind me. Yeah, Tommy Bailey. Oh, Tommy Bailey actually is behind me now. So he actually still going to have the points lead if he only finishes 1 spot behind me. But if we could finish at least 2 spots ahead, we'll be tied in points. But I think they'd have the tiebreaker with wins, I would imagine. Oh, I'm getting too high. And that's going to get Tommy Bailey under us. I need to get a good exit. Thank you. Need to get down to the bottom, block that off so Tommy cannot get by us down there. Coming up to 2 laps left here. The laps go by so fast. Catching lap traffic as well because we had that caution, so we're catching them much later. Coming up to the final lap. I really messed up in the turn 3 there. Schneenkloth's going to take the inside, get by Bailey. That's huge for us in the points. We could be tied with them in the points. Oh boy. Come on, Schneenkloth, hold that spot. I got super sideways. Am I gonna get them at the line? Oh my god, somehow I held that at the line. I spun out in 3 and 4 there and saved it enough and just got on the exit. Kylie ends up finishing 6th. Ned Hill with the win though. That's crazy. Where's Mikey? 11th. Dang, he really struggled in that one. Let's see where that puts us if we're gonna be placed ahead of Tommy Bailey or not. I think they're gonna have the tiebreaker in points. Oh no, they don't. Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, what did we get in points? Oh, Tommy Bailey fell back to 7th. Oh, I did not realize that. That makes sense. So yes, we are the points leader now by 4 over Bailey. Schneenkloth in 3rd, Kylie in 4th, Samantha Bell round out top 5. Ned Hill getting that win boosts him up to 6th. Mikey's all the way back in 9th, really struggling to start out this season, which is kind of wild. And that's gonna get us, I think, enough money to get enough of money to like get upgrades on this suspension. So I'm gonna go buy a suspension and get some upgrades on it. That's gonna put us up to $72,000. So I think I might be able to get 2 of those upgrades on the suspension, but that'll be good enough. And then after Kokomo, we will get the last one. So suspension upgraded, that is going to be well needed. $5,000 for this part and then $7,000 for this one. Yeah, we won't be able to get part number 3. $9,000, almost $10,000. So I don't even know if I'll be able to get it after Kokomo unless we have a really good Kokomo race. But performance is 37 on it. Durability is pretty good. Once we get that last part, that'll be really nice. But car is definitely a little bit upgraded now, more than it was to start this season. And we've gotten 2nd and 3rd third in the first 2 races of the season, which is pretty wild. We're leading the points after 2 races somehow, which I'll take. And let's go into this showcase at Kokomo. It's been a solid race for us. If we could finish like top 3 again, that would be amazing. But some of those faster guys that come in only for the showcase races are going to make it very, very tough for us. All right, I'm not able to reach that top 10 practice goal, so it's a very quick, like, humbling race for us, because it wants to get 13.3 for qualifying. Oh my goodness, I'm barely able to hit like a 13.6 there, so we're gonna do the best we can here for qualifying, have to work our way through the heats and maybe even the B main to make the showcase main event here. Try to get a good run up to this. I really like turn 1. I'm pretty solid at turn 1. That wasn't a great one though, to be fair. 3 and 4 is where I struggle, and I almost hit the tire all the time. All right, this lap 2 needs to be better, honestly, because that was a pretty lackluster lap 1. Try and get it wide, get it turned down for 3 and 4. That was definitely a better lap, I felt like. Was it better in time? It was. 27th. We're going to be starting 5th here in heat number 3. Top 3 advance from the heat races, but top 5 from the B main will advance. So if we could try to work our way to 4th here at least, that would be nice. Eric Erickson is who we need to try to pass for 4th. Just need to try and rip the bottom the best we can without hitting the tire. And we can probably get up to 4th, I think, if we can do that. Maybe up to 3rd if they want to run higher like that, and I can hit the bottom that well. Maybe up to 2nd if I can get by Richardson here too. Oh, I think Adam won this last year, actually. He won this showcase race last year, so he's actually probably going to be pretty quick. He's going to be a hard one to beat. I want to try and get up in front of Richardson there. Not going to happen. I think 1 and 2 is my opportunity to do that, because I'm faster in 1 and 2 than they are. 3 and 4, they're definitely better than I am. I'm going to try and slide them, though, here. Not going to happen. Okay, that was my last shot at it. All right, now I just have to kind of protect my 4th place from Eric Erickson. As I say that, we get right reared by him. Way too sideways on entry. I really messed up the entry to turn 1 there with that slider in the corner before, trying to get in front of Tommy. But I'm going to do whatever I can to try to get back by Erickson if we can. I just need to catch up. I need to catch back up to him first, because we're coming up to the white flag. I almost got that tire, and I'm going to actually dump him by accident. That's actually going to be a restart right there. Yikes. I just completely dumped him, and we're in 4th for this restart, which is not great. But we seem to be pretty fast for like a lap or 2. If people run the outside, I might be able to sneak my way into this A main straight off this heat race. If I can get a good enough jump, get to the bottom, sneak our way under Tommy. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout here. Get under Adam as well. Get him to run the outside. Straighten out there to miss the tire. We're up in the 2nd. Oh my god, I might sneak my way into the qualifying dash by wrecking Erickson. Whoops. But kind of funny, honestly. Tommy's all the way back in the 5th also. My bad, Tommy. I really screwed him over. But hey, we're going to sneak our way into that qualifying dash. Top 12, baby. That is huge. Absolutely massive. We're starting 9th in this qualifying dash too. Chase Jones won our heat, so he's gonna be starting in 3rd in this qualifying dash. Looks like Schneekloss out on pole. Heath is in 2nd. Kylie's right in front of us in 7th. She is struggling this season more than she was last year. She already had she had 3 wins all season and won the championship, and this year not doing terrible by any means, but like not doing what she did last season, I'll say. So I'm pretty sure she was like real dominant in the beginning until the showcase when Adam won it, and then just constantly finished top 5, top 3 for the rest of the year. Please don't get to my inside Bailey. Trying to hold him back so I can try and beat him in points and stuff. But yeah, we snuck our way into this qualifying dash, and we are going to get a pretty decent starting spot out of this. A lot better than we were going to have. We were going to be like fighting for our life in that B main. Trying to get to this top 5. Cam Jurens is ripping that outside though. Trying to get by Heath, which we actually do. Heath was in 2nd, so that's kind of wild. Oh, I got the tire. And that shot me all the way out to the wall. Whoops. My bad. That was accident. Really damaged the car though. We're back into 7th. So Kylie worked their way up to 4th, starting in 7th. did really well for themselves. We're falling back to 8th potentially. Tommy Bailey trying to get by us on the outside. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get back to them unless like they really screw up this 3 and 4, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Mikey is behind us though, which is wild. We're starting 8th for the A main. You know what? I can't complain regardless. We snuck our way into that qualifying dash, so I'm not even mad about it. Schneencloth's starting on pole though. That could be a big race for Schneencloth if they could finish up there. If they can win this race, that'd be massive for them in the points. They might take the points lead from that, honestly. Try to get down behind Tommy Bailey immediately. Get under them for turn 1. Because right off of a restart, we're very fast. Able to hook the bottom pretty well, get people to run the outside, and we can miss that tire. Really just try to work our way forward is the main thing. Because once they get that outside rolling and we get like single file, oh boy, they get very, very fast. And once I miss the bottom, they are very, very fast. Mikey working his way up. He's in 7th now. Got Brandon Jurens we're getting by, but Cam Jurens is not that far behind. Cam Jurens usually is the one that's further on back for sure. Because he's the full-time guy. Brandon only comes in for these showcase races. We're in the top 5 right now, which is pretty wild. Did not expect that. Did not have that on my bingo card for this race after how we qualified. We qualified in 27th. We probably should have been fighting for our lives in the B main, having to try to win that or get top 5 at least. But I've lucked my way, in a way, lucked my way into a top 5 here in the showcase. There's no way in hell I would be here if I didn't wreck Ericsson in the heat race. Literally, all this is because I wrecked Ericsson in the heat race. None of the success in this race would be without that, I would say. Mikey tubbing me on that off of turn 2 there, which is pretty wild. I must just be spinning my tires right now. It ain't going too well for me right now on that bottom side, but bottom's definitely the faster way for me. Top does not work for me. I just need to get myself straightened out for the corner exits because I'm still like just spinning tires on the exit, turning right slightly. Ooh, did he hit the tire behind me? I think Bailey might have hit that tire behind me on the bottom. Because the times I like have to miss the tire and I straighten out to miss the tire, we're actually faster, it looks like, off the corner. Because honestly, these straightaways, I'm still going left because I'm just on throttle. Which I probably should like manage it a little bit better. But you know what, we're in 6th, I'm not going to complain. Ran a 13.7 there, not terrible. What is like our fastest, like, ever is a 6. So yeah, like I'm running a 7 right now with this track state and stuff. Not too bad. I'm not gonna complain. Schneenkloth's already half the track ahead of us. He's all going into turn 1 right now, which is wild. There's a lot of cars behind us though that he has to get by to catch up to us, so don't know if we'll go a lap down in this one or not. We might, because I think last year we went a lap down at Eldora at the end. And that was a 24 lapper as well. To Cross, I think it was. Cross dominated Eldora. Don't know where he's at right now in this feature. He is struggling to start this season. He came on very strong at the end of the year. But the beginning of the season has been us, Tommy Bailey, Ned Hill out front, Kylie just trying to be consistent. Schneenkloth is top 5 in points, could win this race and potentially take the points lead. I definitely think that's a big possibility. If they win this, they will have the points lead. Because there's not too much of a points difference in the first 2 races, honestly. We might drop to like 3rd in points behind, oh, that's the tire. Oh, that's the radiator too. No, radiator and aero got really damaged. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to really manage the rest of this, trying to hold off Bailey like we have been, but really trying to hold him off. Yeah, we're gonna go a lap down if there's no caution. Because Schneenkloth is just behind us. They're like 4 cars back. So that's scary. Cam Jurens is ripping this outside now. Really getting that to work. They're side by side battling from behind me though, which is nice. I missed turn 1. Sorry, turn 1. I did terrible there. I really just got to get as close to these tires as possible. That's my only speed in this thing. I have that lane blocked off. And if I miss it, they catch up to me. Or if I really like just mess up in general, they catch up to me so fast. So me hitting that tire was unfortunate, but it's the lane I gotta run. 5 laps to go. Schneekloth is just right behind us now. I think literally the car behind us now. Yeah, they got by Tommy Bailey. Tander Vandentop, he's not a full-time driver. I think there's only 1 or 2 at most full-time drivers ahead of me. Mikey, Schneekloth, there's 3 of them at least. I don't know who's second. I don't know who the other one besides Heath is up there. Heath, Mikey, Kylie, Schneekloth. Who is the other car? I don't know who's up here. So we'll have to figure that out once we cross the finish line. I'm going to try and hold off Schneekloth back here. We're in 6th place and he's about to lap us. Like, this is pretty wild. Schneekloth is absolutely dominating this race. He is on his white flag. I really just don't know who is up front with Schneekloth. We missed the tire, thank goodness, but we're going to stay on the lead lap as Schneekloth comes around for the checkered flag. He gets the win in the showcase, which is massive. We are going to finish in 6th because everybody else behind us is a lap down. And we had a solid first 3 races here to start out season number 2. That is very exciting. Very, very happy about that. Who else was up here? It was Chase Jones. Oh, that's another full-time driver. Unfortunate. So what are we going to be in points? We're either going to be like, I think, 2nd at best, 3rd or 4th at worst. We're 2nd. So that's best case scenario. We're only 6 points behind Schneekloth, 2 above Kylie, 8 above Bailey because we finished above Bailey. Mikey jumped his way up to 5th. He is 18 behind us though. So we're only 6 points behind Schneekloth, who won the showcase race. And that's a big points jump there by itself. Did we get enough money to buy that part? I think we might have. It's going to be very close. We needed like almost 10,000, but I don't know how much we needed or how much we had in the bank. So let's go see how much money we have to see if we can buy this part. That is gonna put us up to $10,900. We have enough money to get that last part, thank goodness, because I wanted to try to go into next episode with that full part, which would be nice, which we did end up getting. Sterling Callie was okay for us last year. Definitely gonna stay with Formax, just much better pay. I'm not gonna go for the win at Sterling. We'll go top 15 because I don't know if a win at Sterling is in the books for us or not. But fully upgraded level 4 suspension now. Next up would be the chassis at probably almost 90k, 85, 90k, something like that. But hopefully we don't have to get that part. And honestly, we're up here in the points already. This could be our season, which I was not expecting in season 2 by any means. So next episode going to be Sterling, Lima Land, and Fairbury, which we finished 2nd at Fairbury, but this will be a showcase, but we can get some good money out of that. Grant Park, which is what we got 3rd in last year, so hopefully we'll be a little bit quicker this season. Kokomo, which we just finished 6th in for the showcase. Prairie View, we kind of struggled at a little bit last year, and Eldora, we finished like 15th last season. So gonna be an interesting rest of the season. We're sitting 2nd in the points, which is pretty shocking, and definitely did not expect to have this good of a first 3 races here. We don't have a win on the season yet, but we're sitting 2nd in points, only 6 behind Schneekloth, who won the showcase, and 2 points ahead of Kylie, who won the championship last year. So honestly, this start of the season couldn't have gone much better at all besides getting wins, but I'm very happy we got a level 4 suspension, which I was really hoping to get at the beginning of this year, so I'm very happy about that, and we're doing pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.